We're in bear market territory. Is now the time to do Roth conversions? I don't think so. At least most of my clients, I would say. Now, unlike March of 2020, where we were down 33% in a month, that was an obvious time to do Roth conversions, and I was telling people to do it then. I'll never walk just like I am now on the other side of my town, though. I remember saying, man, if you got some free cash flow, man, now's the time to do Roth conversions because you're down 33%. A third of your capital was wiped out. And for the people who did Roth conversions, unlike myself, because I'm stupid, I don't even listen to my own advice. I'm like the cobbler whose son has no shoes. I don't even freaking take care of myself. They made a freaking boatload of money. Now, will the same thing happen here? I don't know. Most of my clients, Roth conversions, they sound good in theory. They might not be all that in a bag of chips, though. Unless the market really takes a dump. And right now, 20% decline. NASDAQ is right out of bear market. Russell 2000 is in bear market. The S&P 500 is not yet in bear market. It's just not down enough for me to recommend doing a Roth conversion. If you want to do that, that's fine. The reason is we're going to the weekend. The weekend, tons of news is going to come down. I would expect futures to go way down this weekend as more and more people, oh my goodness, the sky is falling. Trump, he's a Nazi, he's stalling at the same time, blah, blah, blah. And as such, I bet the futures be down significantly over the weekend. I bet they start low, negative on the early trading day on Monday at 9:30 when the market's open. And then what happens, I bet the markets go up, around 11 or so on Monday. And I've seen this a million times. I absolutely could be wrong. I don't know. You don't know. I don't know. We don't know. But I've seen that a million times. However, Monday is going to be a big day because if Monday continues the down market, then we're going to start getting capitulation at some point where people just throw in the towel and said, I'm done. Trump's a scumbag. I can't take this anymore. I'm throwing it in. And then when capitulation happens, look, there's no bell that says, oh, people are capitulating. It doesn't work like that. But when it does happen, people start saying, I can't take it anymore. I'm getting out. And then you'll see even more of a downturn. And then you have a great opportunity to do Roth conversions. We're not there yet, in my opinion. Because I don't think, I think touching the bear market, that's enough to get some people like, oh my goodness. But I still think when you're touching the bear market, that still makes too many people think there's an upside. And as such, they'd be less inclined to have capitulation. They said, oh man, this is a buying opportunity. Buy the dips, buy the dips. Real capitulation happens when people say, man, this isn't good. This is going to last for a long time. And then that's when you do your Roth conversions. 20% decline, no big deal. Hell, we had 22% decline in 2022. Again, we had 33% decline in March of 2020. Basically 2 months' time. That's significant. We had 19.8% decline in December Q4 of 2018. Still not enough to get me excitable about a Roth conversion, especially if you don't really need it. It's a nice thing to contemplate. Is it going to make or break you? No. Is it going to change your trajectory of your financial plan? No. We're really just doing it strategically. I don't think a 20% decline is strategic enough. I would wait. If it goes below 30%, that's when people start getting panicked, dude. We've come to expect bear markets now. The vast investor populace, even the youngins, they've come to expect or recognize that bear markets are frequent in the investment world. You know what I'm saying? We've had since 2000, 2007, 2001 and 2, 2007, 8, 9. We had basically a bear market in 2015, basically a bear market in 2018, basically a bear market in 2011. Not quite there, but pretty doggone close. Absolute bear market in 2020, absolute bear market in 2022, which included the worst market we've ever had for bonds. I don't think a bear market is going to get people their panties all tight. I don't think it's going to happen at all because they're come to expect it. The knowledge of investment has been spread like wildfire. People know that a bear market happens every 4 to 5 years or so. I don't think that gets enough people to capitulate. I think you have to have a 30% decline or more to really get people nervous. I don't think we're ever near that. Too many people still saying buy, buy, buy. And when the people start saying it's over, man, Trump is going to destroy this we can't do anything about it. Time to get out and lock in your gains that you've had over the last 15 years. That's when the Roth conversion happens. So a typical bear market, nah. Just my opinion. It's not based on math or science. There, of course, no science on this, but I certainly have a spreadsheet to do out. I just don't think a 20% decline is enough to get me fired up on this. So I would hold my powder dry just because I think the weekend will show. One of two things going to happen. There's going to be some blood in the water come Monday trading, or there's going to be an upturn after a limited downturn at the beginning of Monday morning. If the upturn comes, we're probably not even going to hit the bear marker for the S&P. And we'll probably just kind of level off to start going up again. But we shall see. We shall see. So I would keep my powder dry. All right. God bless. Love to hear thoughts. See you.